Hello everyone, my name's Danielle and this is Excalibur Books, and today I am talking about my winter TBR, or the books that I want to read over the Christmas period. Diesel, settle down please. Sit down. No, you can't come up. Sorry. I'm not typically a seasonal reader, so I don't pick winter themed books to read in winter. I'll just read whatever book whenever. These are just the books that I want to get to soon. I am off for Christmas now, so I've got lots of spare time to read these books. There is just one winter themed one in here because I felt like I had to pick one because I do have a couple of winter books. The first one is a classic that I've had on my shelves for ages and I've not read. I actually nearly picked this up recently, and that is Perfume by Patrick Suskind. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think this is a historical fiction. Sorry if the angle's changed, but my storage ran out. Yeah, so I've been putting this off because it's a historical fiction. Oh, it's also translated from German. But I think it's the murderer has a really heightened sense of smell. I'm not sure if that's right, but that's what I'm assuming. It's set in 18th century France. It's quite intimidating, it's quite short, but the writing is really small. But it's also set in short chapters as well, so it should be good. A lot of people rate this really high, so I do want to get to this soon. Next, I wanted to read a lot of extreme horror this year. I wanted to test that genre out because I haven't read it before, and I haven't read any yet. There was actually a couple that I thought were extreme horrors and they just weren't. I've got a few on my Kindle, on Kindle Unlimited, but I think this one's an extreme horror. It's called The Prettiest Girl in the Grave by Christopher Triana. I'm actually not too sure if it is. It just seems like one. I think this is something about playing a game in the graveyard, and they go into an underground crypt and stuff obviously happens down there. And it says one of the girls' mums used to play this game at the graveyard and she barely survived. So when she discovers that her daughter is playing this game in the mysterious catacombs, she must go out and look for her and try and save her or whatever. So yeah, I've actually been really excited for this one. I've been just scared to pick it up in case it is an extreme horror, but I think I just need to go for it. It looks like it's indie published as well. I feel like Kindle Unlimited is a good place to find extreme horror books. So I want to read this next one because I went to a Waterstones event to meet Joe Hill a few weeks ago, and this author was actually there. And I didn't know they were going to be there, else I would have took this book to get signed as well. And that's Hex by Thomas Oldhovelt. And this is a town's getting haunted, I think, or it's a cursed town. So there's a Black Rock witch. So accustomed to her presence, the townsfolk often forget what will happen if her eyes ever open. To protect themselves, the Black Spring Elders use high-tech surveillance to quarantine the town. Frustrated with the lockdowns, the town teenagers decide to break the walls and go viral with the haunting. That sounds really interesting. A group of kids try and maybe video the ghost that haunts the town. I think it's interesting that the town knows it's haunted and has got used to it. I really wish I got this signed at the event, and this author's come out with another book, a couple other books since this one. I really want to try a few of this author's works. Next is a reread that I've been wanting to read all year. Well, I think even last year, ever since the new book came out in this series, and that is Twilight. Since Midnight Sun came out, I've really wanted to reread these books. I've not got to it. This edition is so battered. Look at that page folded over. But I've been so desperate to reread this. I really want to try and fit it in before the end of the year, but I don't know if I will. Hopefully I will. I think everyone knows what this book is about. It's basically a love triangle sort of between like a human girl, a vampire and a werewolf. This one I bought quite recently, a few months ago, and it is Strange Practice by Vivian Shaw. I think this is like a start to a series. It's about Dr. Helsing, who spends her days treating London's undead for a host of ills. A sect of murderous monks emerges, killing humans and undead alike. Greta must use all her unusual skills to keep her supernatural clients and the rest of London safe. So it's like a doctor set in like, I don't know what era it's set in. It seems like 18th century sort of. I guess there's going to be like a murder mystery. But I started collecting a few like historical fictions set in London and they're like doctors or stuff like that. It's like a subgenre that I've been really interested in, but I haven't tried any yet. So this one might be a good one to start with. This one is on my 5-star predictions list, which I've not got to for a while, and I feel like I need to start trying to complete that list so I can make a follow-up video. The 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. This has been on so many TBRs. I've put this in a lot of videos to read as well. I still don't even know what this is about, but I know it's like a fantasy. It's a world of fantasy, and I think it's set in 3rd person, is it? But I think our main character's children are missing and she has to find them. So it's like a different storyline for fantasies than what I'm used to, which I think is why it's so popular, because it's different. This is a real backlist one. I've had this for so long. It's won so many awards as well, so I feel like I've got to love this because everyone loves it. Next is a new book that it's only just come out, and I got the special edition. I pre-ordered it months and months ago, and that is Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldry. Legends and Lattes and Bookshops and Bone Dust are my favourite, so I got the edition to match I have the indie edition of Legends and Lattes and have this edition of Bookshops and Bone Dust, and I think this is like a sequel to Legends and Lattes, where all the characters we've read of from the other books all come together. So yeah, super excited for this. I really want to get to this really soon. It's signed as well. When the last one came, I literally dropped everything to read it, but I have a couple of things to get to first. But these are what got me into cozy fantasy, and I think it's what got a lot of people into cozy fantasy and is what's made it so popular. I love returning to this world and these characters. Next is Stephen King End of Watch, which is the 3rd book, I think, in the Mr. Mercedes trilogy. So I really want to finish this one up before the end of the year and finish a trilogy off. I've enjoyed the past 2 books. I've enjoyed them a lot more than what I thought I would, so I have high hopes for this one as well. This is like where Stephen King's Holly Gibney character starts off in this trilogy, which he's like expanded on with another series. I really like her character, but I think after this trilogy I'm gonna take a break from this world for a bit before I get back into it. I actually started watching the TV show the other day, which was fun. I recommend the TV show as well. I've only watched a few episodes, but yeah, that's really good as well. I've enjoyed a lot of Stephen King's thrillers, which I didn't think I thought I would. I thought I'd just like his like horrors, but yeah, I really enjoyed his thrillers as well. Next is the winter themed one, and that is Elapse Away by Darcy Little Badger. My storage got full again, so we're going to try and speed through these last 2 books. But yeah, like I said, I love the cover artwork. There's illustrations throughout. I'm not sure if this is a middle grade or not, but I think it's like a mystery. This is looking into Indigenous and Native American folklore again. Also, she can raise the ghosts of dead animals. So it's got like a bit of like a fantasy element to it as well. And yeah, her cousin has been murdered, and I guess she is investigating that murder because the town doesn't really want anything to do with it. I'm really excited into this. I'll have to look into whether it's a middle grade or young adult. And then last but not least is of course the new Witcher book. I'd love to get to this before the end of the year because I am a massive Witcher fan and this edition is gorgeous. I think I showed it you in my book haul. I've already spoke about this a lot, but this is a prequel to the Witcher story, so it's when Geralt goes on his first mission. It's going to be different seeing Geralt probably less confident, making mistakes on his first mission, and it's going to be like a whole different take on like the Witcher world, and I'm really excited to get into it. It's good because I thought like the Witcher story is going to be ended. I didn't think we'd get any more editions. This was a nice surprise, and I'm glad I got this special edition from the Broken Binding. They're all the books that I want to get to over the Christmas period. Please comment below if you've read any of these books and which ones I should prioritise. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time I upload a video. Bye!